What's up, everybody? Figured, why not go live and see who's awake? It is currently 1 a.m. Um, I would have normally would normally be sleeping, but I had a really bad migraine, so I ended up taking some ibuprofen and going to sleep, and that was during normal hours. So I'm literally just hanging out here working. I actually got to order some stuff for what's the word I'm looking for? I got to order some stuff for our furnace that we just hooked up. If you notice now, there are two vents in the wall here, so we have heat because it's getting cold here in Indiana. Don't you know, bud? It's got a wee bit nipply. The V-neck needs to be deeper. How about this? Is that more your speed, Tor? Hey, whatever floats your boat, man. I'm not here to judge. So, I am. What do I gotta do? So, anybody got recommendations for a condensate pump? Let's see here. I'm just going through some guy reliability issue with the Easy board. Okay. Let's see. This guy submitted a 2-star review in hopes of getting quicker support. Let's see when he responded to it. Today. He sent the issue in. Let's see. Like, I hate when people do this. Like, dude, you have a ticket open. Let's see if he actually... going on 3 days and waiting for an RMA to be issued. I didn't know that... Okay, he submitted a ticket at 2:30 a.m. on Tuesday. So that means Wednesday, which would be yesterday, he would get a reply, which he did. So this guy is obviously just being a pain. So we're going to go ahead and trash that. Like, I don't understand people. Like, be calm. Like, we'll get things taken care of, man. It's not that big of a deal. Let me see what his issue even is. Like, going and bombarding stuff with negative reviews isn't gonna speed up stuff. Let's see. Was printing fine. LCD went dark and is no longer working. Well, did you short something out? Does he have pictures of how he has it hooked up? Let's see. Oh, look at that. We have a BL touch connected incorrectly, so he shorted it out. So let me make sure there's no... Like, there's no way this was actually working correctly because I can see here. Let me see if I can change this so... I don't want to show any personal information, obviously, of the customer. Putting your ground to your 5 volts is definitely going to damage your printer here. So here's his connections for the BL Touch. Okay, so if you guys look at, we got ground, 5 volt, and signal. So his signal pin is correct, but he's got his 5 volt going to the ground and the ground going to the 5 volt, and then you have your black and white here, okay, for your BL Touch. Now, this ground wire here, the black wire, let me pull up our, let me just pull up our Easy board documentation. Because here's the thing, the grounds on the BL Touches are tied together, okay? So there's 2 ground wires on your BL Touch. One's on the ZN stop side, one's on the servo connector side, which is the brown wire. And if you look here, we have our Z-stop connections here. So let me pull that up here. So as you can see, you should have the brown going to ground, 5 volt going to red, and signal going to yellow. And then we've got our black Z-stop on the left here, and then our white on the right, because on the left side of these boards, I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to double check so I don't put my foot in my mouth, but I have one sitting right here. That one on the left should be ground. Yes, it is. So the one on the left goes to our ground plane. So black goes to the ground plane and white goes to the signal. So let's see here. So he's got the ground going to the signal. Well, that's backwards. So this is backwards and this is backwards. So you have the stuff wired incorrect. Let's see if he has the filament sensor correct. So it looks like, I would wager it looks like we're going red, black, yellow, which I think is correct. Let me double check here. Red, black, yellow. So that's a Creality sensor. And this is the EasyOut. So the EasyOut signal is white. You got your red and then the black. And then on the Creality sensor, the yellow is our signal. So the fact that we've got the polarity hooked up backwards here, and then this is also hooked up backwards, that's going to tell me that's why your board's shorting out, is because you're basically on the BL Touch side, you're going to be shorting this out because your ground and your signal, or your ground and your 5 volt are backwards. So you can see here he's got the brown, the red, and the orange, but he's got the ground going to the 5 volt and the positive going to the ground. So you're going to be shorting out your sensor and this board. So, well, I'm just going to close that out. No, I'm not close out the ticket, but let's see, what the heck is he doing here? The plot thickens. What is he saying? Oh, I didn't wire the fans directly, so I use a wire connector. Okay. So that he just used a bigger wire for the... What did he do? Okay, he's got a fan adapter on here, which is fine. But he's got another big ass wire going to something else. Hang on, maybe you guys, because like this is a Mac caught this. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that we have to spend time on to make sure everything's going correctly. So again, here we've got the BL Touch hooked up incorrectly. The guy said he made a little adapter for the fans, which I can see here. I mean, that's, as long as it's wired correctly, that's fine. But what? Oh, is this going to? Oh, okay, I would assume based on the information, this is all I have here is this. So I'm going to assume that this big wire is going into this block, which is where it looks like all of his fans are going into. And he's got some weird fan wire colors here, like the purple and the gray. I haven't seen that in Creality stuff. But you can see here he's got the BL Touch is wired incorrectly. So that's not good. Well, it is what it is. I'm just gonna note here. BL Touch 5 volt and ground are not connected correctly. Swapped polarity. And just add a note, and that's it. But I'll let I'm not taking over the ticket. I'm just adding a note here because I don't want to set the standard that if you bitch and moan and cry and bombard our page with negative reviews because you waited a whole... He didn't wait. When did we reply to him? Today's Thursday. So it means yesterday was Wednesday. So he sent the ticket in at 2:30 a.m. on Tuesday. So he should have got a reply Tuesday? He did. He did get a reply on Tuesday. Got a reply on Tuesday. And then he sent in another ticket on Tuesday. I think he sent in pictures. Let me see what this upload is. Yes, he did. He sent in more pictures. Yeah, those big wires are actually fan power connectors, so that makes sense. He just made like a little extension dealy with some weird adapters for some reason. Hey, if it works, send it. That's what that second ticket was. Okay, so I'm just checking here. Yeah, he definitely has a BL Touch polarity backwards, which is not. I mean, that's going to short out the 5-volt rail, which is why the board's not powering on. I'm surprised it actually worked correctly at all. So, because the way he has a ZN stop wired for the BL Touch is he's got the BL Touch's signal wire going to the ground plane, and then the ground's going to signal. So I'm willing to bet that BL Touch is probably screwed at this point. Let's see. Okay, I didn't wire the fans directly. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I guess I'll... Mac, are you in here? Should I just reply? Because he has... I mean, if that BL touches polarities backwards, it's going to short out the rail. Like, he does not have it wired up correctly. Not even a little bit. Like, how do you mess it up? We have it in the guide and on the page. The BL Touch wiring is in the installation guide and on the page that you download the installation guide for, just in case someone needs a quick reference. So, yeah. I guess I'll send a reply. Yeah, I'm willing to bet his BL Touch is... So I'm just saying, I reviewed the ticket. There are major issues that caused damage to your control board and BL Touch probes. And the pictures you sent, the ground and 5-volt lines are reversed, which will cause a short on the 5-volt rail. So what the problem is, so on these boards, since we have 32-bit processors, we have two step downs. There's the main step down to go down to 5 volt, which then runs like your LCD. Some of the end stops are on 5 volts because some of the LPC pins are 5 volt tolerant. And there's other stuff that runs on that 5 volt logic. But then there's also another step down after the 5 volt that goes down to 3.3, which is what the LPC runs off of. Because it's a 32-bit chip, it needs a 3.3 volt to run. So what happens is if you short out the 5 volt, it spikes the voltage on the regulator, which then can spike the voltage on the 3.3, which will then kill the CPU. So I haven't wired a BL Touch up like he has. So the thing we've seen a couple of times is where people will have they'll have the ground correct on the ZN stop, but then they don't have it on the servo header. So what happens is you're literally touching the 5 volt positive to the ground plane through the BL Touch wiring, and then that shorts out the regulator and the board's shot. In this case, I it's not going to be good, obviously, because the board, he said it's no longer powering up. So that tells me one of the regulators is dead. Either the 5-volt bit it or the 3.3 or both. But it's not wired correctly, which is going to break things. I mean, it's what it comes down to. Yeah. I mean, if this was like a cheap product, I would be like, okay, just send it out, but our cost on these is really high, so I have less flexibility when it comes to people damaging them. And then the fact that the guy's like now putting up negative reviews on our own website, which I didn't publish, because this isn't a bad product, this is a user not reading the directions. Like, if someone's got a fair criticism of our products, then fine. Oh, there we go. I was waiting for the lights to shut off. Let me turn those back on. Come on. There we go. But it's very clear that this was just wired incorrectly. So, I mean, there's not much more. It's very cut and dry here. You wired it backwards, it's going to break things. It's that simple. So I'm just going to annotate a little image here, just so he sees exactly what I'm talking about. And then I'll let Samantha handle it, because I'm not handling customer tickets anymore where people are getting belligerent, because I just don't have the patience anymore, to be completely honest. What about his fuse? The 15 amp fuse isn't going to blow when you short the 5-volt regulator. That's to protect your, like, the higher power coming in, the 12 or 24. It's also to prevent, the fuses are to protect the board from getting too much current drawn. Now, obviously, if you guys saw the video, our board can handle way more than 15 amps, but the printers we're putting these in, they don't pull more than 15, which is why we chose that fuse rating. So the logic behind doing the 15 amp fuse is if the printer's pulling more than 15 amps, then there's probably something wrong with the machine and it should pop. If that makes sense. The only exception would be if someone is using an aftermarket heated bed and it's a DC bed that's pulling a lot of current. In that case, you should be using an external MOSFET. So either way. Wire. Let's say ground wire is connected to the 5-volt pin, and 5-volt wire is connected to the ground pin. I'm going to just annotate this so he knows exactly what happened here, because, like, just so you guys can see, I love ShareX. This is what I use. So here we go. So this is what I'll send over so he knows. I did actually sleep today because I had a migraine, and I'm up because I slept for about 4 or 5 hours during the daytime, and I woke up and now I'm not tired. So I figured I might as well get some work done and have you guys entertain me. Let me see. Let me go through chat. I kind of like forgot about chat. Let's see. He's got to each customer's house and install their stuff for them. Yeah. Or just like read just read the guide. It's all documented. It's not like this is something that's an obscure add-on that we don't have documented. It's a BL Touch. We have it supported. Nothing crazy. Let's see. I wonder if the Prusa. I just wonder if the Prusa MK3S suffers to ringing and ghosting. It's a 3D printer. They're all going to have ringing and ghosting to a point. What are my thoughts on the Prusa Mini? I think it's a neat printer. I think it's a good move for them. I also think that I've had an Ender 2 for over 2 years. So. Oh, geez. I just saw Maker's Muse in here. Oh, well, I'm flattered. I'm a little bit fanboying right now. I watched Maker's Muse when I was a wee little printing noob. Oh, man. How am I gonna word this? So, I mean, I'm posting the screenshot in here. Let's see. What do I want to tell them? Per our warranty coverage that is stated. Let me make sure. I can't remember if I have it on the product page. Usually I have like this wiring's not covered. Well, I mean, your videos are good, man. This is as good as it gets over here. I've just accepted I'm not a huge, like, I'm not very good on creating fancy looking content. But everybody welcome. Let's see. The red wires and brown wires look the same color to me. You should probably get your eyes checked. But I do agree. They are close, but still, like, I was able to tell from the picture. I can see how it's a mistake, but the guy is now being pushy, and like, we've been responding to him every day. I don't see any problem with the time that our technicians have. Like, Mac is on the ball. Like, he got less than 24 hours response time. I've contacted Prusa for help a couple times with our MK3, and it took them 4 days. So if you guys are like, people are impatient. Like, come on. Okay, I do have it on the product page. Warranty does not cover improper installation, wiring shorts, physical damage, or other electrical damage to the board. Let's see. Maybe put a small tape tag on the wire to denotate positive or negative. Well, if you use an EasyABL, you don't have to worry about that. I'm just leaving it at this. Per our warranty coverage as stated on the product page, I just copied and pasted it. I would have to escalate this ticket to Samantha to see what options we have for you. Yeah, because, like, dude, you shorted it out. You wired it backwards. For those of you just joining, let's see. How loud is that for you guys? Is that really loud, that fan? That's the furnace kicking on. I might have to adjust my mic cutoff. I mean, the thing that sucks is I can't make it quieter. The furnace is literally on the other side of the wall, so how loud it is where that's what I have to live with. Because it's getting cold here. Okay, well, that's good. At least I got something set correctly in my cutoffs. Yeah, excuse my shaggy look. I literally got up about an hour and a half ago after sleeping off this migraine. I'm feeling a lot better though right now, which is why I'm up working. Come to Florida, I'm good. I don't like or I don't mind, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess I'm not fully booted up. I don't like hot. I don't like hot. I'll deal with the cold. Yeah. Florida man. Let's see. You're live and Facebook didn't tell me. I posted it. I also posted it on here. Some cool things. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do this, but this is something I had the boards made. So me being a nerd, and I had got a new grill a month ago. I found this open source project called WLAN Thermo, and this is a PCB that plugs onto the Raspberry Pi. So there's our GPIO headers. Obviously, I'm gonna have to solder this. This is all mostly surface mount, but it's stuff that I can do by hand. That you can hook up to 10. I think it's 10. Yeah, 10 temperature probes. It looks like. Hang on, 5 volt, 8. I think 8. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 7. 7 temperature probes. Am I counting this right? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 temperature probes, and then we've got like a TX and RX for an LCD, 5 volt, some other I/O pins on here. And this will allow you to have a Wi-Fi temp probe system for your grill. And this will go into a 3D printed case with the Pi and a touchscreen. And since I couldn't find anybody making these boards, like this is an open source project, no one's selling these boards. I actually had 30 of them made. So once I get the video done, I'm going to throw these on our site with a bag of parts to populate these boards. I'm not going to be soldering these for other people, but I'm going to buy the parts and put together a little package. So if you guys want to do the same project, you can get all the stuff to do the same project. But that's kind of like my, one of my projects I have going on here is this, wireless, grill board here. So if you look up WLAN Thermo, it says on here, WLANthermo.com. It's where I got the Gerbers from for these, and I had, JLC make those for me. And those are 4-layer. I don't think I did 2-ounce copper on this. I think I only did 1. You have a question from Irf. Go ahead. I thought I saw someone else say Irf in the chat. D Park was saying, how was Irf? It was good. Obviously, so when I go to these events, Murph, Irf, any other events, I'm not going so TH3D can sell their stuff. We do sell stuff there, but the main reason I go is to meet people and to just hang out with everybody, to be completely honest. We do bring some stuff with us to sell, but not a ton. But it was good. I actually made up with Peter from Wham Bam. We actually chatted for a little bit and put our differences aside, which actually I actually bought their new, they call it their slap mat. It's just a silicone mat, and I use these for soldering. I think they sell these for resin, because you can just put this out in the sun and let the resin harden, and it's not going to stick to it. But it's just a big silicone mat, so I'm going to use this on my workbench here for soldering and doing projects on. I like working on silicone mats. So they had them there for, I think it was like $12 at the show. But you know, we shook, we made up, and we're moving forward. Let's see. Made of pure first-grade silicone. Will not be harmed by printer resins, most chemicals, or glues. Yeah, that's how silicone works. Stop working on cardboard and paper towels. So this is mainly for, they're marketing it as resin printers. So I don't know, 12 bucks for a big silicone mat. That wasn't bad. I think 20s are full price, so not terrible. I have a couple, but my little silicone mat here has seen better days. This is my drone now. You can ignore my little pigtails. This is for connecting this to my bench meter to power it. But I got a little sticky pad on the top now. I just installed a GPS module here. This is like $12 on Race Day Quads. I ordered a new Foxeer Monster Mini camera because the other one kept getting it was dropping out. And then I also went from the crappy TS5828 transmitter to the Race Day Quads Mach 3. So I got a new transmitter with smart audio, new camera. So all the electronics on this thing are now not original from the kit. I also have LEDs here. Yeah, I did set up the GPS. But what's really cool is, let me hook this up. Where is it? Let's switch over. Arm cam. So let me turn my transmitter on here. There we go. So I got different modes set up. I know people are gonna complain, don't fly an angle or horizon, only acro. Yeah, I don't care. So I've got acro mode, stability mode, and then this switches between angle and horizon when it's in stability mode. This one is flip over after crash or turtle mode. And then this is a throttle cap. So this switches my throttle curve between, that's full yeet mode, and this is capped, which is what I've been flying in so I don't send it into space. And then I've got this arm is all the way down, beeper and arm. And then these don't do anything. David Petzel sold me a DX9, which is sitting back here. I couldn't pass it up. It was a hell of a deal. But I'll show you guys here. So if I turn my PSU on, always take your props off. I'm not, because I'm lazy right now and there's nothing around here. But I just want to show you guys what it does when I arm and disarm it. Come on. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay, so if I set this to, well, not 112, not like it'll go up that high. 12, and we'll cap this at 2 amps. Or actually, if I cap it at 1, so the nice thing is working with this, I can have overcurrent protection. Yeah, I need to actually go a little higher than 1 amp. So I have my beeper. And then I've got NeoPixels here on the front. So if I arm it, oh, the current protection kicked in. Hang on. Let me try that again. Why are we complaining? Okay, the overcurrent protection is not liking this. What the hell? I've totally armed this on... I'm just gonna hold it here. I just want to show the lights changing. That's it. There we go. So when it's armed, they turn red. When it's not armed, they turn blue. See? NeoPixels. I'm holding it down. It's not going anywhere. So, but I've been playing around with it. If I hook up... my USB. Now it won't arm if the USB is connected, so I don't think it will. It shouldn't. I might have to be connected to Betaflight. Yeah, I have to be connected to Betaflight. So if I connect to Betaflight, it won't let it arm. So I don't think so. It didn't used to. Yeah, so it won't arm. But what I can show you guys here is I actually have, so the GPS, it hasn't got a fix yet. A little lights on it? Yeah, they are. It takes a sec for it to get a fix. But I do have, so my video transmitter has smart audio here, which I'm currently using. I'm going to turn this off a little bit because this does, I'm only at 600 milliwatts. It's not, this one actually doesn't get as warm as the other one, but I can go up to 1000 or 1K. But usually it takes about 30 seconds for it to get a satellite fix, but I am inside right now. So, we're gonna get a fix. It was getting a fix yesterday. It only took it about, I want to say 30 seconds to get a satellite fix. But see, it is working. Oh, I also updated the firmware on my ESCs to the JESC for the BL Heli S's, so I have RPM filtering on these for you drone nerds that are in here. No, you can't, Matthew, and I'm assuming you're asking because you want to run linear advanced. You can't. You're stuck within stealth chop mode. If you want a board that has 22/8 that can take it out of stealth chop mode, our Easy board does, because we actually properly designed the thing. So, yeah, apparently my GPS is just like, well, screw you. But it did get a lock in about 5 to 6 seconds when I was outside, but I'm obviously inside right now. So, yeah. But let me just turn that off and we'll switch back. Enough of the drone stuff. I have been getting better. I've been learning. Just go ahead and keep your panties unbunched because I didn't take my props off when I showed you guys the arming. At IRF, you asked if LDO offered color extrusion. You have to contact them. I ordered the camera, the GPS, and the VTX, and I bought something else. What I got? Oh, I got little LiPo, like the things that drain the LiPos down to storage voltage. I got those from them. I mean, they shipped really quick, so I haven't had to interact with their support, so I can't comment on that. But everything got here fast. I got these props a while ago from Pyrodrone. So one, I put the lights on here because it looks cool. Two, when I'm flying line of sight, which is what I've been mostly doing because I'm not confident enough to do FPV, just knowing which side is the front of the drone is really helpful. So I know the one with the lights is the front because it's even hard to see. Like if you see, I put blue props in the front, I've got red in the back, but I know the lights are front of the drone. And then this is I moved my VTX antenna up here. Because the new VTX has a little whip on it. So I did isolate. I put some rubber rings in between the SMA connector and the chassis because it's carbon fiber. It's conductive. Someone told me to do that. Makes sense. So, but everything's all good to go. I'm probably going to fly this a little more this weekend. I've got everything set up, but yeah. Got any videos with your EasyOut? I have one shot on the TiVo Tarantula, but no, I don't. I mean, it's literally as simple as like on our Easy board, you connect this to the header here and you enable it in firmware, and that's honestly as simple as the other ones, except you're going to plug it into your LCD board if you're using like a CR10. I have some EasyOut sitting here on my desk. I could just literally show you right now. Like, so if you're talking about this style EasyOut, okay, you plug this into your, well, I'm sure I have a Creality board here. somewhere. I do. So, Creality boards. 113, 114, 112, 115. They're all the same damn thing. Also, I do have a 115 here. And I'm going to be doing a video on this to show you guys why these suck. Not just because you can't run linear advance, but temperature-wise, I've done some preliminary testing, and the thermals on this are as bad as I thought. And I just dropped it. So, Creality board. These are in Ender 3s, CR10s, Ender 5s, okay? They might be black, they might be green. If it's this board with the single LCD, this is our EasyOut. Some people have knockoffs called Pin 27s. Those are copies of these, and they're more expensive. These are only $5. So, on this, if you look on the back or the product page, I'm not even going to try to show us. Let's see. Arm cam. So, on the back of these, we've got 3 pins. Focus you. Okay, VCC, ground and signal. So if you're doing a BL touch, there's your 5 volt, there's your ground, there's your signal. Okay. Show you really quick. It's super easy. Super easy. We have the fancy drone board stand here. TH3D drone board stand. Coming to a TH3D store near you. Just kidding. Okay, here's your board. Take this. That's it. And you plug your filament sensor in here, or your BL touch, and then your LCD connects here. It's that simple. Literally this simple. I don't think I have a filament. Well, I do have the cable, so let's just imagine this cable's a filament sensor. You would just plug this into there, and this would go to your filament sensor. The filament sensor cables we have are a meter, so, but you get the idea. And then you update the firmware. So it's there's a reason we don't have a video, because we have an installation guide if you look, but it's literally just put it in. We have a part on here that keys it, so you can't put it in the wrong way. And that's it. It just stacks on top of your Creality board. So now you got your filament sensor, or you can use this as a BL touch if you're a masochist. I don't mean because this product's hard to use, I meant because of BL touch is kind of a pain. So, but on these boards, you can actually run a filament sensor and our EasyABL at the same time. If you have a BL touch, you can't do that. There is a workaround here. If you see the little S, that's an extra signal pin. That's pin 29, except you have to solder onto that, which it's a pain. So unless you like soldering to your board, you can't do a BL touch and a filament sensor at the same time on this particular board. You can, however, do the EasyABL with filament sensor. So you have this and EasyABL, you can do filament sensor and bed leveling on your stock board. So, and it works with the 115 as well. But it's pretty simple. I did have this guy come up to our booth at IRF, and I have no idea. He didn't introduce himself. He just, I guess it was someone I was just talking on the phone casually with, and I was talking about something that was from the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Anyways, I was just casually talking to the guy, just chit-chatting, shooting the shit, and apparently I swore when we were chatting, and he was like, I just respected you so much until you swore. And it's like, have you ever watched any of my streams? Like, I wasn't, like, he wasn't saying I swore at him, just used a swear word during a conversation. So that was really weird. It's just like, I don't know. But, can you steal the click pin? Why would you want to disable your click? No, we steal the buzzer. The buzzer pin. That's the pin we're stealing with this board. It steals the buzzer pin. So, but do not use this with the Easy board. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to work with it. The EasyOut and the pin 27s don't work with the Easy boards, and they don't need it because we have the headers on the board. Because BL Touch, filament sensor, 2 separate headers. So, yeah. So if yeah, Matthew. So basically, you can try to solder onto that one and define your servo pin as pin 29, and then use the EasyOut board for the filament sensor. But you're gonna have to solder onto this this little pad here next to the cap that they bodge on. So I don't see why you couldn't repurpose the click pin, the BTN ENC. You could do that, but then you're not going to have a click. Which, you say that now, Clipper, yeah, the LCD is mainly for info, but then you're going to go to use it and then be like, damn it, I repurposed that pin. Alright, I don't think I have any other... Let me see, check any, let's see if we get any new affiliate requests. We do have, if you guys do want to get, right now it's store credit, but if you want to get a commission off of recommending TH3D stuff, you can actually join our affiliate program by visiting affiliate.th3dstudio.com. Jason, I would have to let you know. So right now, I'm not opposed to in-person appointments. I just need to know when, because right now Aaron is out sick and I'm behind on a bunch of projects, which is why I'm out. I wanted to pop on here to chat with you guys while I work on stuff. I should probably order my condensate pump, because I need a condensate pump for the furnace here. Just turning my fan on. Anybody got any recommendations on condensate pumps? I do need to push the water from it up about, I don't know, 8 feet. And then over to my sink in the garage. Condensate pump. Let's see. Like, it seems like Little Giant is like the name brand I'm seeing. I think I'm going to switch over to my headphones and put some music on. Corsair is not charged. Womp womp. You know what though? I think Corsair lets you run them in wired mode. Come on. Where's my micro USB? I think they can work in either mode. Yeah, Jason, shoot me an email to tim@th3dstudio.com. Alright. Let's see here. I wonder what my battery is at, because I haven't charged these. Probably since Thursday when we left for Earth. Let me see here. Did the flavored ban go through on the vape stuff? I'd be really surprised if it did, because I can literally make juice with ingredients that you can buy from any sort of like bakery. What is the word I'm looking for? Oh, my battery's at 69%, so I guess we're gonna run wireless today. Let's see. What do we want to do? Let's see. Unmute my desktop audio. Did OBS switch over? Yes, it did. Okay, so you guys should hear that. Okay, so here's what you guys got to realize with, since you guys brought up the vaping thing, obviously I vape, bruh. The tobacco companies want the flavors banned, because then it takes out all their competition. Because the other stuff, like Marlboro's got their disposables, the Juuls, they all have those basic tobacco and like menthol flavors. That's really pretty much all they have. So if they get rid of the flavors, it doesn't really impact their business, but it knocks this whole other market that sells this kind of liquid that does actually allow you to step down in nicotine and completely quit if you want, or even just go down to zero if you like the flavor. So it's all bullshit, to be completely honest. It has nothing to do with saving the children or anything. Like high school kids and whatnot have been smoking cigarettes for decades because you tell them not to. They're kids. They're dumb and they do stupid shit because you tell them not to. It's just how they are. And to be completely honest, when I have kids, if they're going to do something against my judgment or recommendation or whatever the hell you want to call it, I would much rather them pick up a vaping device than a cigarette. So, but that's just my 2 cents here. But I think it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid that they're even trying to ban it. And the FDA actually did release a statement on all these deaths from vaping, okay? As soon as it started coming out, I looked into it, and even the news stories were saying that it was from THC cartridges. And the reason I'm doing air quotes is because they're not like name brand, properly produced THC cartridges. They're stuff that some random person is mixing up in their basement or house or whatever that doesn't actually contain THC or use safe ingredients. So, but the media took this as an opportunity to drag the entire vaping industry across the coals because Big Tobacco loves that, and they've been gunning after this industry for years. And then they use the bullshit excuse, the think of the children, that I think it was Maude or whatever from The Simpsons, where she's like, think of the children. They pull that crap every time. It has nothing to do with the children. It has nothing at all. But that's what they say, and then they get all these out-of-touch housewives and idiots that are stuck in their, suburban hellholes that just eat up all the crap the media spews out. And then they regurgitate all the same shit. So, end rant. Yeah, so Dominic, there have been no illnesses outside the U.S. because illnesses are caused by THC cartridges. Like I said, they're caused by THC cartridges. Did you get your CR10 V2 working good with your firmware yet? Absolutely. I thought I did do a video. I don't know. Where's the benchy from this? It's not that one. Not that one. Somewhere. It prints great. Yeah. This is the bottom line. It's a nice machine. And they did give me, just as an update, they did give me the $100 refund for the discrepancies in their advertising for not including the direct drive extruder. Man, that furnace is loud. It just kicked on. I just hear, rah. Let's find some copyright-free music here. Let's see. What does this say here? There we go. How's that? I have the Ender 2 and I want to put in the silent board. Nope. Different LCD. I can't, I don't even have the Ender 2 supported on our board or the CR20 because I use a similar display. Completely different pinout. Let's see here. Let's see, save that. Might help if I had juice in here. Alright, so I need to order a condensate pump, and I also need to order a furnace for the shop. Does anybody have any recommendations for a furnace that hangs from the ceiling? Preferably, well, not preferably, I want something 90 plus efficient too. So we can run plastic for the exhaust. Anybody got any brand name recommendations? Got any HVAC guys in here? Easy boards should be in stock in about a week and a half, 2 weeks tops. I've got 300 in production right now, and they're ahead of schedule. They were originally supposed to be about 3 to 4 weeks out, but we're moving forward quick, which is good. Production is finally moving smooth. Alright, let me order my condensate pump. I think I'm just gonna pick whatever Amazon recommends. Doesn't really matter. I guess in my situation it's in my garage, so if it does go out, let me see. Thank you, WOF. What's wrong with the E3 DIP? That one actually tested good. Like, good, like, it worked. That's what I would say. We don't do a lot of heating here in Florida. You guys still have condensate pumps, though, for your ACs. Because your A coil is going to collect condensation. But right now I have a bucket under the furnace's condensate drain, and we just empty it out. But I want to put a condensate pump in. Yeah, these are a lot of the same ones that... Same pumps that Amazon carries, and I've got like $180 worth of Amazon gift cards I haven't used. So I was going to order through Amazon to use up my gift cards. And the nice thing is, some of these condensate pumps have an output that it can be normally open or normally closed. So if the water level gets too high, I can integrate it with my automation system to let me know that something's wrong. But what some people use them for is they put that on their 24-volt AC, so if it opens, shuts the furnace off. It doesn't run, so it doesn't overflow. Yeah, so I got a mini split in here for air conditioning, which does work as a heat pump, but it's way cheaper to run natural gas for heat than for than electric. So, but I have a gas furnace. Like, the garage came with one. We had to move it when we put this wall up. So my dad came over and he did like 95% of the work. I helped him out a little here and there, we moved it, reconnected the gas line and the exhaust. And the people that built this house, they actually put a 90 plus efficiency furnace in here, so we kept the furnace that came with it. We just ran ductwork. So let me see if I can show you guys. Where's my garage? I wish I could like take you guys with me using my phone. So here. So this is where I'm sitting right now. You guys have seen this camera, so you can see right here where my mouse is. That's a return air duct there. There's another return in the garage. I've got a old Ecobee 3 I had laying around here, and there's a sensor in the garage too. But you can see here, let me see if I can turn on my lights in the garage here. Garage lights on. So you can see, so this camera's a little shaky because this is on top of the duct. If you notice, I think that's right around like 3. Yeah, so here we put the duct up and then realized, yeah, we got to move that because now the duct's in the way because this is mounted on the wall. But you can see we didn't have, so the furnace is not hooked up yet there. And my dad wants to give me a hand here. So I got the stack, the 2 diverters, or the 2 splits here. And he's putting up all the I think trunk lines. So we got a hole there to go into the vents for into the walls. And then we ran another line. Where was it? We finished it up today. So yeah, I realized that like, oh, we're not gonna see anything because it's right there. And then I reconnected it. So there's the other vent for here, and then he got that all connected here. That's me trying to figure out where I'm putting the thermostat in. And I moved it. I got my thermostat wire there. Where is it? I should have started. Yeah, I tacked it around the doorway here. Where is it? Probably like right here. So there's me doing the wiring on the Ecobee. So yeah, we got actual HVAC in here now, but that's what we did today. I can't tilt this down. This is as high as it'll go. I think I gotta move the camera because it's pitched down as far as this camera will go. But we got the furnace hooked up now, and you can see, maybe not here, but there's like, the vent comes all the way over to the garage, so the whole garage actually gets cooling now. Or heating, I should say. But actually, it will get cooling because in the summer, I'll be able to turn it on fan mode and pull the cool air from the mini split out into the garage. And I intentionally oversized the mini split. So the mini split that's in here is 18,000 BTUs, so it's a 1.5 ton compressor outside, and it's more than enough to cool this garage. So this office area and the garage, this whole garage is about 1,200 square feet. So this room's like 260, the next bay is 260, and the other one's like a big, I think it's right around 900 square feet last time I measured. But, so yeah, I gotta order a condensate pump. Let me go on Amazon and see what they have here. I don't even know how many people are watching right now. 25 people. Only 9 likes. Come on, guys. And girl, because there's probably, if there's any girls watching, it's probably like 1 based on our YouTube channel stats. It's pretty much a sausage fest here. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go with the Little Giant brand. They seem to be the most popular / reputable one. Looking at the Amazon reviews here. I'm just trying to figure out what the difference is between all these damn pumps. We have a ceiling fan in here, but we get plenty of circulation out in the garage with the new vent, with the new ducting, which is nice. So the question is, like, this is what's weird. There's two part numbers. What does -C mean? Let me pull up the little giant part numbers here. I asked my dad the same question. Why do I need a pump? Just run it outside. Because it'll freeze. Because it's for the heat. It's fine for the mini split to just dump outside. Because it's going to be running when it's hot out. In cooling mode. But when it's cold out, the line can freeze up. Or I can just put a condensate pump in and pump it into the slop sink that's in the garage. And never have to worry about it freezing. Alright, let's see. There's the ULS VC. I was looking at the VCMX-ULS. Oh. Next, okay, so anti-sweat sleeve. What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. Anti-sweat sleeve. Any HVAC guys in here want to enlighten me? Is that like a sleeve for around the pump? Most of the reviews look pretty good. Does the job. Couple ones here that say it died. Here's the thing, any product, no matter how well it's made, where it's from, who made it, who sold it, every product is going to eventually die. Like, it's just how it is. The difference is, what does the company that made the product do after the failure? That's what I really care about. Obviously, it's inconvenient if something fails, but there's no way anybody can be like, this will never fail. It's not how it works. Alright, so I think I'm going to order this. This one seems like it's a very powerful model and can pump up. Let's see. 3-prong plug. That's fine. Anti-sweat tank sleeve. Okay, it's literally just a sleeve that goes around it, which is rubber. Which, whatever. I'll get it. It's actually cheaper. The one with the sleeve is cheaper. Well, I guess we're going with the sleeve one. And it looks like we got a 3/8 barb. So I'll pick up some 3/8 tubing to run that. And then this can just chill out right next to the furnace on the floor. My dad was saying there's a brass one you can use the little compression tubing because he doesn't like that the clear tubing can get like the buildup. But it doesn't really bother me, to be completely honest, so I'm just going to use some just 3/8 ID vinyl tubing and run that up the wall. There's pipes and everything that run, so I'll just run it up the wall, follow the pipes, and go down to my slop sink and drain it into there. I think I'll get 50 feet. It's only 20 bucks. It's 10 bucks less for 25 feet. but I feel like I could use some tubing laying around here for various projects. Let me see if they have it. So it's a quarter inch compression check valve. Because you want a check valve so the water doesn't come back down into the pump, and then it's just constantly going zzz, 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 zzz. It's a quarter-inch fitting. I think I'll just stick with their plastic one. I'll probably order a spare check valve too, just to be sure, or just to have a spare, I should say. Yeah, they're $5. So I'll just get a spare check valve. Oh, I should also get a furnace glow plug, because the one that I have is original, and my dad was like, yeah, I always keep one on hand because they're pretty much universal. So I should probably get one of those. Any good places to look for M commands? I'm assuming you're talking about G-code. Marlin. G-code. Commands. Wiki. Bam! Check the chat. There you go. There's a ton there, and there's also the official Marlin ones here, right here too. I'd probably use the Marlin one, because that one's gonna be specific to Marlin, but G-code is pretty universal for the most part. My dad does pretty much everything, and I learned from him.
Everything changes.
Wonder what my igniter looks like. Probably look and see. Night, WF. I'm gonna open up my furnace tomorrow and take a look and see what the glow plug looks like, so I can get a spare. Probably check my one downstairs too. Alright, well, I'm gonna order my condensate pump. Super exciting. And looks like I'll have it tomorrow, as in Friday. Order. There we go. Why don't I just get black vinyl tubing? Yeah, I can actually. That way, I don't have to see when there's like... My dad doesn't like the vinyl tubing, the clear stuff, because you can see like the mold or whatever that ends up growing inside there. And I'm just like rethinking here. If I get black tubing, I won't see it. And it's actually about the same price for 100 feet of the black stuff as it is for the clear stuff. So I'm gonna go and cancel that and get the black stuff instead of the clear stuff. Yeah, same stuff, different color. Yeah, he's never had it clog on him. He just doesn't like how it looks. Ooh, they have blue, but it's kind of clear. I'm just gonna get black. Call it a day. My lights are gonna shut off. Come on, Z-Wave. There we go. Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna order this tubing. Shoot, 100 feet. 100 feet for 20 bucks. Hey, use this. This guy said I use this on my condensate line. Someone also said, would not call this flexible by any means, call it stiff tubing that must have fittings at any angle you plan on routing through. Well, I'm not going to have any thick angles, so I think it'll be fine. But I could buy just some 3/8 angles. Let's just order a couple. I'm sure they're cheap. 3/8, 90-degree elbow. Hose barb. Here we go. $6 whole. I should only need 2. One to go up, over, and then down. Why not? I'm gonna grab them just in case I need them. That'll do. I did not see you got a bigger fish tank here. Or shrimp tank, I should say, since you're doing shrimp. Alright, so, all in all, like, I don't know, like 90 bucks for all the fittings and tubing and the pump. It's not bad. Alright, I need a furnace now. Let's see. Shop furnace. Natural gas. These actually aren't that expensive. Let's see. Here, let me switch over. Amazon. Shopping for furnaces on Amazon. Although I'm definitely going to order this for the on the business account because this is for the shop. I've seen these, the Big Macs. How many BTUs is this? 50,000? That might be a little small. Hang on, let's see. Heating calculator. Here we go, BTU calculator. Let's see. That's AC. General purpose AC or heating. Damn it. Okay, I know we got, let's say 12-foot ceilings. Insulation is really good. Yeah, probably say 75 for... I'm only cooling the shops, or heating the shop side, because the printers have been keeping the other room warm. What the hell is our shop? Hang on. I have a layout for this. Shop, SB. Here, shop layout. I know it's right around 1,200 square feet. Why is this not giving me my feet? Alright, well, I'm just gonna do this to get away. Let's just see. Get a rough dimension. So what does that give me? So let's say 31 by 40. I'm not going to say this. So 31 by 40. Let's say 32 by 40. 32 by 40. How many BTUs? Oh. So that's for heat. So the funny thing is, we have a 24,000 BTU head for cooling in that shop area. And that keeps it actually really cool and doesn't run a ton. Because according to this, oh no, we have 24,000. Okay, so yeah, I did area to be cooled, capacity needed. So we have two 24,000 BTU units in that shop. So I've got, we're overkill. Okay, so but in terms of heat, this is saying we should have about 54,000 BTUs. Let me change it to normal. What does that go to? See, 90,000. But here's the thing, we have that whole shop insulated at a minimum of R19, which I believe is good. And is that good? I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, R13 is low. Is R19 good enough? I guess for a house. R19 is fine. Yeah, and we also have a vapor barrier up too. So, I mean, I could go overkill on the heat. But if we have, like, so we don't have that many windows and we don't have leaks because the shop's sealed up pretty good. So, I think anywhere between 50,000 and 90,000 be good. See, this says this heats up to 1,250 square feet. So this would probably be fine for the shop. And this is not bad at all. Like 400 bucks, but I don't know if this is 90 plus. I want to get a 90 foot or 90 plus efficiency. What is this? Here's one for 586. How big is this sucker? Because we have an 1.25 inch gas line going out to that shop. I don't want electric, I want gas. What is this? This looks like a little guy. This looks like it's electric. This is probably electric. With natural gas. Well, I don't need natural gas, or I don't need LP. We're not doing LP, we have natural gas. So this one is 50,000. Actually, let me do Menards, because Menards has 11% back right now. Look at that, ready? 11% off. Alright, let's see here. I'm just gonna type furnace, see what comes up. Gas garage heaters, that's what we're looking for. Let's see what we have at our Indiana store here. These are not what I'm looking for. This is like what I'm looking for. There we go, you got 11% rebate, 51 bucks back to buy more stuff. I think I'd probably be good with a 80,000. How much? What's the price difference? That's a significant jump. I feel like 125,000 BTUs would be overkill. 80 would probably be good. Require 115 volt. That's fine. I've actually already got a circuit I pulled just for when we put this furnace in. What is the what's the official? Oh, these are only 82%. I want 90 plus. What's up, handy outdoor nerd? You know anything about furnaces? Yeah, so this is showing up to 2,500 for an 80,000. This is kind of how what we're gonna do is doing the rods. So here, with the 80 plus, you have to use steel tubing. The 90 plus, do they even make 90 plus? Like, this is 82%. Let's see, 90 plus efficiency. How much are we gonna jump up in price, though? I don't think I need 200,000 BTU. Jesus. It'd be like a sauna. TH3D sauna. Man, the high efficiencies go up. Modine, though, I believe that's a name brand. I think that's what my dad has in his garage. It's not a 90 plus, but he has a Modine, and that thing's like 20-something years old. This is a 65,000. Man, 1,600 bucks, shit. These don't have that good of reviews, though. Oh, here you go. If you are a do-it-yourself or do not buy this unit, they won't honor the warranty if you install it yourself. Well, that's complete BS. Well, I already swear. That's complete bullshit. So unless you pay out the ass to have someone install, this stuff isn't that hard to install. It's literally hang it, run the ducting, and put gas and power. It's not complicated whatsoever. Why don't I just get a furnace that can mount sideways? I'd rather not do that though. I'd rather get one that's designed for something like this. Let's see, Modine Affinity 93. Let's see what that comes up with. I mean, we're talking a 10% more efficiency out of these versus the other ones. It looks like these use metal. Is it metal too? That shows metal. That looks like plastic. So the thing with the 90 pluses is usually you can run PVC. I mean, here's the thing. To be completely honest, this stuff is pretty simple, and as long as I can get parts for it, I really don't care about a warranty, to be completely honest. If it works when I put it in and I can get parts for it, I don't really care. This is like my dad has. I don't know if he's got 150,000 BTU, but this is like what he has in his garage, is something that looks like this. What's the efficiency on this one here? PVC for the exhaust. With 90 plus you can run, well, with furnaces anyways, like house furnaces, you run for the flue, is that the correct word? You can run PVC instead of steel. A hot dog. Let's see here. Large garage, what's the... What's the efficiency on these? It's just easier to run the PVC versus the metal. So here, if you look here, okay. So just for a comparison here, so like these are your standard efficiency ones, which are like 80 something. So here, this is your standard one. You input 60,000 BTUs of gas, and it puts out 48,000 worth of heat. Whereas the higher efficiency ones, this one you're putting in 65,000. And you're getting 60,000 BTUs of heat. So this 65,000 takes a little more gas, but outputs as much as the 75,000 here. So if you look here, the 75,000 is outputting only 60,000 BTUs of heat, whereas this 65,000 one is actually putting out 60,000 BTUs of heat. That's why I'm looking for something with the high efficiency, because it's going to save money in the long run, and it's not going to be as wasteful. Go ahead, Forward 3D Printing, pop in. Ask away. This one's a hot water heater. What? That's interesting. Oh, you feed hot water into it from a hot water heater and it blows the heat off the water. Interesting. Feistek sells copies of everything. That's just what they do. Tor, really? What is your name? What is your quest? What is the velocity, airspeed velocity of a fully unladen swallow? African or European? Oh shit. Are you a firefighter? Oh hey, Modine is made in the US. Oh, in Wisconsin, bud. They know about heat up there in Wisconsin. I'll tell you that. It's pretty damn cold up there, so if they're making some heaters, they know what they're doing because they got to stay warm up there. It gets real cold up in Wisconsin. Requires 40-degree ambient temperature at all times and access to a drain for condensate. That's not a problem. Yeah, see here, these aren't that hard. So gas, you got your inlet, your outlet for air, and then a condensate drain. And power. We never rub beards? I don't know who you are. But I have not rubbed beards with anyone. Although my cat Diesel loves to rub his head on my beard. It's like his favorite thing ever. Alright, so it looks like these Modine ones are the ones I'm looking for. So Hot Dog is made by Modine. Oh, you didn't have a beard. Can't rub what you don't have, boy. Alright, natural gas. Let's see what we got here. Oh, these are going to be all... Let's see, hang on. Unit heaters. Let's sort by BTUs. Let's see here. I never saw your beard. Must have been a very tiny one when I saw it at the booth. What do we have here? We don't want infrared. We want these suckers. Oh man, they're all going out of stock. Dude, I didn't notice you had a beard when we were at the show. I'm just saying. Did I just give you a complex? Let's see, vertical unit, that's like what my dad has. Get it by November, oof. Oof. I don't think, these are 80% efficient. Or are these 82 to 83? Tyler was giving people nano polymer samples all weekend because they sent us a box. They sent us a box of them, so don't feel special. Yeah, winter is coming, so all the heaters are out of stock. Damn it. Okay, now I have a complex. Are they the only ones that make 90 plus efficient? 90... I'll try heater. So this is a furnace. Ooh, with a fireplace in front. Ooh. We could be fancy. I looked for deals on heaters in the summer, to be completely honest, because my plan was to buy one and then just have it waiting for when we install it, but I didn't see any deals on them. Is a pancake sepper you have a direct replacement for the extruder? It's more for use with the geared extruders. You can, it's a stepper motor. You can't technically use it for any axis, but it will work with the stock, pretty much any stock printer. But people buy them because they're lighter, so you can use them on a direct drive setup. Should we get some regular stepper motors in the shop? I don't even know what brand of furnaces we have in the garage here. 70% efficient? Oof. Yeah, how about no? See, this is like what we have in the garage now. It's just a 90 plus. This is 96%. This can go horizontal. Yeah, convert to direct. That's what. Yeah, that's what those are for. Like I said, it's a stepper motor, so you can use them for any application. To be completely honest, but that's usually what people use them for, is to go on direct drive. So the question is, full units will have the air come in from the bottom, blow out the top. Horizontal units have the air go through the unit left to right or right to left. Oh. I'm learning. See, I don't want to do something like this because then we have to like put some ducting on it. I want a ceiling hanging unit. Blazeby is his last name. So they have vent kits too from this place. Ooh, that's fancy. So you can like rotate it. I like that. That's pretty nice. The plug looks different for stock on the board side. Yeah, just cut off the one end and splice into your existing wiring. So when you're looking at the ribbon cable, the 4 wires are bonded together. Cut the end off and just line them up and splice 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. And then the only thing you'll have to do is check which direction the motor's spinning, and you may have to reverse it or not, depending on how you wired it. That's the only thing to check. Man, they don't have many. These are just furnaces, straight up furnaces. That's not what I want. Wait, is this? Oh, $2,100. Oof. I'm not made of money here. What other shop furnaces are 90 plus? Does this? I think these are the same ones that were 83. I think Modine is the only one that has a 90 plus shop furnace. Here we go. High efficiency heater, garage journal. This is what I'm looking for. Hanging heaters versus home type furnace. Let's see what these people are saying. I've been on this forum quite a bit. Screw you, Photo Bucket. So this guy put his furnace in like a little thing here. And, well, he has 3 vents in the corner. I don't want to build like something like that. We use our old furnace when we built our new house, so he just put his sideways. So it pulls in air and blasts it out. I don't want it to be like ghetto. Hey, I got a subscriber. Thanks, Sebastian. Let's see. Come on. There we go. I don't think these are high efficiency. Man, these are these are a lot these are huge. It's 120k BTUs, Jesus. I'm willing to bet these are not 90 plus though. Product documents, let's see. What's the efficiency on these? Doesn't say. Oh wait, wait. Okay, here we go. Here's the BTUs. Right here, performance data. So, PDP, what is this model? Does it say? Where's the model number? Come on. Doesn't say in here. It says high efficiency. That's not it. All right. It doesn't say what this is. I'll be getting here to play some more. Thanks. I appreciate it. Other document. What does this say? I'm going to assume it's probably. This is okay. So 120. It says 120. So I'm assuming that's. I'm assuming that's around 80. So. Yeah, 0.8. So it's 80% efficient. Yeah, I'm going to assume that's a lot of BTUs. 120,000 BTUs. That's kind of overkill for what we're doing. Because even with like crappier insulation, we only need like 90,000. I'm assuming these are only... These are probably only... Yeah, these are the same ones. Power vented. So, I mean, if we got, like, this one... Damn, it's like $2,000. Yeah, here. So this is the nice thing about the 90 pluses, though. You can use PVC vent. So instead of having to do metal and then you have to put a sleeve with insulation, you can just do PVC because it's 90 plus. I mean, here's the thing. This looks exactly like a regular furnace. It's just in a different form factor. I mean, like, how much is a regular furnace? Oh wait, here we go. Ultra 90 plus efficient. So Resner makes some. Let me see what these other ones are. That's for hot water. Up to 93% efficiency. So let me see if I can find this at a reseller. Resner UEAS, high efficiency. These are pretty pricey too. And that's huge. Huge. UEAS, unit heaters. Take it easy, freeloader. Well, I mean the, what's the word I'm looking for? Print farm isn't going to have a heater in it, but we have double doors so we can open it up, but I don't think we're going to need too much heat in that unit, or in that space where the print farm is. Because it's just so damn big, or so much damn heat in there. UDAS, that's a 45,000. What was it? UDAE? Let me go back. UEAS. Explosion resistant. Wow. Do they only have... It's 130,000 BTUs is the smallest one they have. Okay, so we're gonna not use those. And so that's 3. So the one we have heating our garage here is a 60,000 BTU. Might be about the same price for these as it would be for the Modine, because this one was a downflow. I want a horizontal. Yeah, so I'm at 1300 right here. So I guess it's a little cheaper, but it's not going to be as easy to mount. I guess we're only buying one, so let's see what people are saying here. Yeah, 80 to 83% is what most shop heaters are looking like they are. I don't mind having to run a condensate drain. Although I don't really technically have a drain out there, but that'll be the problem with having... I'm trying to think how we do the drain out there, because in here I can drain right to the sink. Out there, I don't have any... We don't have plumbing out there. Source access panels. that playlist is over. Let's see. There's another one here. There's another one. These have condensate as well. Huh. It's weird. I'm not an HVAC guy, so I'm not even sure what this means. Wiring, though, I can do. Looks like they're using Honeywell valves. So question is, okay, how much do I actually get? So the 80,000, where was that? What does the 80,000 put out? Okay, the 80,000 puts out 64,000 BTUs. So this one puts out 60,000. So we're talking, well, we're talking $1,000 difference. I'll have to see. I'll ask my dad and see. I mean, because, well, it's $1,000. I mean, we're putting this in one time, and this is going to be in here for years. So, you know, it's kind of like just buy now, and then it'll probably pay us back quite a bit. Yeah, because all these other ones are all 80. Hey, these are made in the US. Say here 80%. This is putting out 60,000, but you're putting in 75,000. And that's Modine brand. So it's about, because this puts out 60,000, this one does too, but it's more efficient. You're talking like a $600 difference roughly. These are Modines. Oh, these are the Max. Ugh. So, I mean, pretty much Modine and that other company, Resin, are the two that have high efficiency. That's about it. This is natural gas. I think the Affinity 93 65K is probably what I'll go with. Now I just need to find a good price on it. Natural gas, 65,000. Looks like 65,000 is the most, I'm pretty sure we can unload the heater. What is it? 100 pounds? Yeah, we could pick that off. He'd throw 43 feet. Alright, well I think it's what we'll probably go with. What are the reviews on this? This is a second one saying that it's really loud. Maybe people are just really picky. Yeah, so these can use PVC. So, model size 55 through 135. I'm assuming this is the 55. Or 65. So yeah, we can use a 3-inch PVC for the vent. I'll probably go with that one then. What do you guys think? Spring for the extra... spring the extra like 900 bucks for the high efficiency one. That's actually more than that. So if I did the 80,000 here, well, this place doesn't even carry those. Well, okay, here's the thing. This has the same heating output as the other one. The difference is it's not as efficient. So this takes 80,000 in and only puts 60,000 out. The other one takes 65,000 in and puts 60,000 out. Man, that's a pretty big difference. That's a 12% efficiency difference. Which would mean our gas bill is going to be lower. I think that's what we'll do. Alright, well, let's see if I can get on Amazon because I got some gift cards I want to use. Oh. Well then. I don't think that's a heater. Oh god. Amazon, what is going on with your... Oh my god. Jesus. You're killing me here, Amazon. And just like that, we're demonetized if we weren't already. Alright, well, looks like we're going to go with the Affinity 93. Available in 14 days. Can anybody else have these quicker? Natural gas. 14 days. Natural gas. See here, 3 to 4 weeks, but they have this one in stock here. Hey, if I order 2, that's only $1,500 each. This guy has a Menards shirt on. That's funny. Let's see. Yeah, see? I don't know if you saw that. They're running... the exhaust is PVC. You guys see that here? This is an inlet vent. Right here. Is that the high efficiency one? Yeah, it is. That's a big unit. That's a huge unit. It's another one? What are we talking about here?
First of all, the separated combustion platform. This heater brings in the air to combustion outside the greenhouse. As we all know, in this industry, a lot of the air in greenhouses is not suitable for combustion, so it's outside.
So you can pull in air from the outside if you want, in that use case, I guess. No, you run PVC for the outlet on these. Here, installation and service manual. Oh, here we go. Where is it? Because that's how all the 90 pluses. We have 2 90 pluses in the house. The main house one is a 90 plus. That's PVC, and the one in the garage is 90 plus, and it's PVC. Because they have a blower that pushes the exhaust air out. Let's see here. Here. Yeah, so here. For the inlet, okay, combustion air inlet, on the big unit it's steel. On the smaller units, which ours would be the 65, your inlet can be 3-inch PVC and out is 3-inch PVC. So I'll have 2 3-inch PVCs going in and out of the side of the wall. Which is fine. That's a rear wall. I just have to make sure everything... Yeah, here. Combustion air inlet pipe connector, and here's the outlet. And this does, the only thing is this has a condensate line, which I don't know how we're gonna... Will we be able to just blast that out? Or are we gonna need a drain? We're just gonna go straight out the wall, not vertically. What's the installation for... Okay, there still is a drip leg here. I think you were saying about the heat tape, we might just have to do that out in the shop. Yeah, see here? There's no... The AC lines, those would freeze up in the winter, but we're not running the AC in the winter, obviously. We don't have any drains out there in the shop. We have 0 drains, no water, no plumbing out there. So like the guys, when they use the bathroom, they come into the house. We're actually putting a bathroom in the garage here so they can just come. It's only about like 120 feet from the shop to the house here. Okay, so here they do have a C-wire and stuff here, so I can actually hook up a regular smart thermostat to it. Okay, so 2.7 amps. I got a 20 amp, or a 15? 15 or a 20 amp run over there already. That I don't have anything else on. Let me see. I could have the heat tape kick on while the furnace is running. I'm assuming you just run this in parallel with the line so it doesn't freeze and wrap it with insulation. I'm sure we can figure that out. Well, I'll send this to my dad and see what he thinks here. If you run straight and have a good fall, it won't hold water to freeze. That's something. If we run it, I don't know. I'll let him figure that out. That's why I pay him to do work for us, because I'm sure I could figure this stuff out, but he's done it so many times. His doesn't have a condensate line. But I'm going to send him the installation manual for that particular unit. I see what you're saying. So it's just a little bit sticking out, just drops right off the back of the building. The only thing is, it gets really cold here. Like, we've had, like, just this year, we had temperatures, or last year, well, no, this year, like, negative 30 was what it hit last year, or this year earlier. So it gets really freaking cold here. Okay, yeah. It does say it has a thing to shut it off if the condensate line gets blocked up. It would just suck to have to clear that out when it's cold as shit out. Do the okay, so that's a guide for all of them. Do all of this? Does the 65 have a does it have a drain line? Because I'm looking on the spec sheet on this site, this greenhouse megastore site that carries them. They don't show it's until you hit the 85,000 unit. It doesn't show a condensate production of gallons per hour for the 55 and the 65 units. So I'm wondering if those don't have it, and that manual is just a general manual for all of the Affinity 93s. Do you know what I mean? Utility rebate program. Massachusetts. Damn, Massachusetts has $750 rebate for 90 plus heaters. Illinois has NICOR stuff. Nothing for Indiana. That's disappointing. They have all their wiring diagrams, which is nice. Oh wow, here. So annual fuel savings costs. Okay. So they have figures here for, this is interesting. This is what I wanted to see here. I know this is just estimated, but here. So we're in the 2,500 annual heat load hours, okay? So on a 120K BTU unit, gravity vented, aka an 80 plus, you're looking at $1,500 a year to run it versus $682 on a 90 plus. I think that's what it's saying. Hang on. Oh, estimated annual savings versus other equipment. Okay, so 65% gravity vented and 78% power vented. So those other ones were power vented, so they're around 80%. So for a 120,000 BTU unit, it saves about $600 a year. For 120,000, so I would say it's probably going to cost like $300-400 less a year. So in a couple of years, we'd get that return back. Yeah, here, shuts down gas controls. So it does have a drain overflow switch, so if it backs up for some reason. Transfer use step around from 115 for 24. So your standard AC or HVAC controls are 24 volts AC, so this would work with a standard thermostat. Do they have a sales tool? let's see. That's for cooling. Okay, so 80%. Does it show customize your home? Oh, let's see here. Okay. So let's say 80. And we go to 93. So that's not that much. But, I mean, I know this is a rough guesstimate, but what is this? Your utility company charges set every cubic foot. I don't know what. Let me see what our NIPSCO CCF is. Looks like it's like 1.10. Gas rates, residential service. Oh, it's per therms. Way to convert therms to CCF. $96.7, so oh. That's not what I was looking for. What was it, 97? 97, okay. Ah, dang it. Zero. Times 97. That can't be right, because that would be am I doing that math right? No, because that'd be one. Is it really that high? Oh, number of cubic feet. I'm special. Okay, to produce 1 therm of energy, you need 96.7 cubic feet of natural gas. And it's like 10 cents per therm. Okay, so 10 cents per cubic feet. Oh, wait. One therm of energy is about 100 cubic feet of natural gas. So it'd be about 10 cents per 100 cubic feet of natural gas. Okay, so not that much. I mean, like if we had a 78. Whoa. It's about 10 cents per 100 cubic feet. Okay, so that seems more accurate. That's not a lot of money. So if it's about 10 cents per 100 cubic feet, a 78 versus a 93, over 5 years, I'm only saving 153 bucks. I don't think it's going to be worth it. I mean, you're talking over $1,000 more. And that would have, I'm not even going to save that much over 15 years. That unit's probably not going to last 15 years. You see what I'm saying? This is 78% efficiency versus 93. Huh. I'll talk to my dad and see what he thinks, but I mean, $1,000 ain't gonna kill us, but if it's not gonna be that big of a savings, I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. Because you're talking 450 bucks versus 1,600. That's a big difference. And I don't know how much we're gonna be running it because we have all those printers. Because our charge is $11 per month plus the per therm, which is let's just call it 10 cents per therm, and a therm is 100 cubic feet of gas. I'm just gonna find a better calculator here. So I'm gonna find another savings calculator here. High efficiency furnace payback calculator. Okay. So say 80% efficiency. Cost of new furnace $1,600. Let's see if they have any rebates here. Furnaces. Roughly 1,200 square feet. Wonder if we can get credits, because I installed high efficiency everything so far. Like the mini splits are high efficiency with the Wi-Fi thermostats. All of ours are over. Start with a qualified equipment list. See if your new product is eligible for this rebate. Let's see. See if these Mr. Cool units are eligible, because we have 3 of them that we installed. I don't think they are. No, I think these are for like big central air units. They do have deals on Wi-Fi thermostats. I'll probably buy one of those for the shop. Do they have the EcoBees? They do. Probably just get the, because that's what I'm gonna run those with. Some of these rebates, though, are only for replacing existing equipment. Night tour. So just doing a high efficiency furnace payback calculator. I'm not seeing a lot of savings. So like $55 for the first year. Basically after 20 up to 18 years, it's only $1,000 savings. If I change this, so I'm assuming it's probably gonna cost $50 a month to run that, even if we do the old one. We're still not seeing any substantial savings. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd say maybe 10 years. I found a better estimator here. So savings per year is about $70 of an 80 plus versus I think they said there were 82 versus 93. So here, so 80 efficiency. I mean, I don't know if this stream is interesting, you guys, but this is the kind of stuff that I have to do when we're doing stuff for the shop and our spaces. I'm gonna say like 9. Oh, there's no way it consumes that much. So in the end, I think it was 0.9. Yeah, so 9 cents per cubic feet. Let's just say 10 cents. Okay. So that's our rough, I'm going to say 1.0. So we wouldn't even get our money back till 15 years in versus going with the other one. So I did 1,500 square. If we do just a shop size, you're talking 64. If we do the full building, which is 1,800, you're still... So the 80 plus is... Let me see. I think this was the best price I found, was this side. So let me see here. I understand, blah, blah, blah. Let me switch just in case any of my personal info comes up. Hang on. See how much shipping is. Oh, will call with quote. So I'm assuming it's gonna come freight, so it's probably gonna be around $100 to $200 for that. So the 90 plus is probably gonna run about $1,700. So $1,700 versus, let's see, furnace. Garage heaters. And I can actually go pick this up tomorrow. They have the 80,000 one. So $469 versus $1,700. And these are saying they're 80, 82. So I mean, we can, this is just a steel vent out the wall, which isn't a big deal. I mean, even the bigger unit, like if I oversized it, we're still only at 800 bucks for a 125,000 BTU unit. And that is 100,000 BTUs of heat output. I'm thinking we just go with this 80,000, and they have them in stock at the store that's like 5 minutes from me. I don't know, it's really hard. It's really hard for me to justify. I'm not gonna do their thermostat. I'm just gonna do my own. I'll probably get another Ecobee. Let's see. I already have 2 of them here. I actually got both of my Ecobees through like their rebate program. I have a 4. I have a 4 in the house and a 3 in the garage here. Can the light... Can the light do... black... Okay, you can do the room sensor. I have an extra room sensor here already. I think this is just the 3. Yeah. Yeah, this looks just like the 3 I have now. Aside from their servers going down, and losing the cloud control occasionally, I haven't had any issues with it. But what I did do is I pair it with HomeKit to Home Assistant, which gives me local control. Potentially difficult to install. It's not that hard to install these things. I don't know. I've had good luck with the Ecobees. I don't care about having the voice control. I really don't care. I think this has got the Alexa stuff built in. I use Google Home anyways. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do because I can't justify that cost. And plus, this doesn't need a condensate line then. Which, I don't want to be dealing with condensate lines freezing up, you know what I mean? Okay, here. Heats up to 2,000 square feet with little to no insulation. Heats up to 2,500 square feet. Assumes R13. Okay. We have R19 in the walls, and we've got R30 plus in the ceiling. We have over 12 inches of insulation on our ceiling. So, we did not skimp on the insulation when we were doing stuff. Yeah, here, they got a vertical, horizontal. That's a lot for the horizontal, but I think we can probably just pick up some... Let's see, material list. Yeah, this ain't bad. I'm assuming this is just a list of all, yeah, here we go. All the different pipe, the venting. Yeah, see, here's the actual wall vent thing. This is what it showed in the installation. So this has got an isolation between the exhaust and the wall. So that's not bad. So this would be like, what was it, 460 plus 206. Let me just add all this to the cart, screw it. Continue shopping. $80,000, $50,000, $80,000. What are we at? Oh, well, $700 with all the piping and everything. Yeah, it's got the fancy pipe that's insulated. Yeah, it'd be well over double. Okay, the only thing is I need gas line. We were gonna do the flex stuff. I know I can pick up bulk. I don't know if they carry it though. There it is, this flex tubing. I think this is it. I think we're gonna do 3/4. I have 1 inch. Pro flex. Everybody's been doing the the flexible tubing now, in like especially new construction. Yeah, this is the stuff my dad was talking about doing because this is what they're using now, and it's code. Yeah, throughout a structure. I think we got about 75 feet to go. That's not bad at all. $150. Yeah, I'll let him figure out the tubing. Oh, they do have risers. There are these other risers we had. The people that did our pool heater line, they put these big old risers on there. They're like, I don't know about this big, and they transition because I think it's 1.25 inches. Because there's 1.25 inches from our meter to the pool heater. It comes up, goes to a splitter, and then goes another 1.25 inches out to the shop. And obviously, we're not going to be running the pool heater in the winter, so it's okay that those two are on the same line. Alright, well, I think I've made an informed decision here. Yeah, you know how much that would cost to run that pool heater all year? Dear God. This is what I don't get here. Okay, comparable to a power vent heater. They're saying $953 in the Chicagoland area per year. All right. I'll talk to him and see what he thinks, and I'm gonna pull our gas bill and see what we used last year because we had the furnace in the garage going and the one in the house. I want to see how much we actually spent on gas running those two, because if I cut the gas use in half, that should give us close to what the shop would use, and see how much that is. But I don't know. This doesn't seem right. $953. And how am I supposed to do that? Let's say I put an 80 plus in. What do we do? Run it for a year and then put a 90 plus in and see what our cost difference is? Do you know what I mean? Obviously, this is their marketing materials, but I mean, $953 for the year, then it would be worth it to go with the more expensive unit, because then in the second year, we're pretty much making up that difference in the cost. So Chicago's heating costs are going to be very similar to where we're at. I don't know where they're getting this from. Like, this is what I want to see. Okay, if going with a 93 versus like an 80 is going to save me about $900 a year, then it's absolutely worth it. Okay, to go with a 90 plus. Oh wait, look at this is the 260,000 BTU unit. Let's see. So 260,000 BTUs. Okay, let's do this. 953 divided by 260,000. Okay, and let's times that by 65,000. So $238 a year annual savings using their math. Does that make sense? So they're all the same efficiency, so if it's $953 a year, we divide that by the BTUs. So that's that many cents per BTU, so if I multiply that by 65,000, $238 per year, so that would mean what do we say is going to be like 1,700? So 1,700, take, well, let's say 800 for the lower cost one. Then divide that by, so 3.7 years to break even on the high efficiency one versus the not high efficiency one. Does that make sense? That's our break-even point, would be 3.7 years. But then I go to this here, and this is showing not that much savings. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go with the cheap one. I can't believe it's that much of a difference. Because you're talking only like 12% more efficiency. Alright, well, I'm actually getting tired now, so I'm going to wrap this up. At least I figured out what we're doing, and I got some stuff ordered I need to order. So, I'll probably do another stream later today or tomorrow. I've got a bunch of printers that just came in, so stay tuned for more streams. And everybody, thanks for hanging out and making something that would be otherwise boring slightly less boring. Take it easy, everybody.